Good morning everyone. Today we'll have another Genshin Impact News Digest. Today we'll be looking at all the possible farming locations for the patch 1.1 Primogem farming or dropping mob Wei, and also look at the back history of him. After that, we'll have a quick comparison of the base stats between 5-star and 4-star characters, and how those are multiplied by other stats with artifacts. We'll also look into the importance and the effect of attack speed on a character, and also a very nice clip of showing someone juggling the hilichurls. And finally, we'll go into some of the fun and interesting clips and posts that were shared with how to create your own free-to-play Xiao right now. And also, what does Klee do on her spare time with her basketball practice. Now, if you haven't seen our previous post on the new Primogem dropping mob, which was hinted and displayed during the live stream of the official stream, so here we talk about how this mob will be coming in patch 1.1, and we're also going into details of what are the information of this mob and where did this little mob come from, and what are the estimated Primogem drop rates, and what can you get. Also, I talk about the name Wei is actually the CEO or the head of the miHoYo company, and they made fun of him with each of the games, and there's always a monster of Wei in the game. And here it talks about his history and what he believes for the game and how he was able to drive the company to success. So if you want more information on this monster and on the CEO, do come to this video. We talk about that in details. Now, before we start with the locations, I would like to specially thank you to Tao's Dads for sharing this on the Chinese Bilibili forum or the Chinese YouTube, and I was able to find all the information through his video over here. So really thank you and credits to him. If you guys want to support him, do come over here. I know it's Chinese, so I think we'll click a like just to help him out. Oh, we'll have to log in. But come over here and watch it if you want. It's really short. It's 1 minute 28, and just so you guys know who is the original content creator who actually found and collected everything. Coming over here with a split screen, I'll show you guys the location or the screenshot of the image in Chinese because he presented in Chinese, and also I'll show you guys the English translation of the location. Now, it is possible, guys, if you want to mark it on your map, but if you're like me, if you're running out of marks, so over here you can see I'm out of marks. I have only 10 marks left. I want to save my tags. So if you want, I will be sharing those pictures and locations on my Twitter. So you can download those. You don't have to waste your marks. Because if you use a picture, if you use the words here, you can still find the 7 locations. So there are 7 possible locations for Wei to be spawned on the live stream. The first one is where the weekly wolf boss is, and you can see on this image, this is the live stream, and this is our Chinese friend locating the location. It's on the side of the wolf boss. Next up, we have on the Windrise warp point. On the Windrise warp point, it's a little down south to the warp point, and you can see the image of this little hilichurl, which has the name Wei. You can see the image over here. It's actually, yeah, you can see that his name Wei is actually on his mask, which makes him different. And coming back here, you can see that he is lying under the tree over here on this location. So this is the image. I'll post all those images for you guys on Twitter, so it's easier to find. And if you want to save your tags, you can do so. Or you can tag it up like our Chinese streamer over here. So after that, the third location is on the cliff of Cape Oath. So this is Cape Oath, and if you come to the cliff over here, what you're going to see is you're going to see a little hilichurl just sitting on the cliff, just staring into the ocean. It's a little sad we have to come and farm him, but he's getting farmed, guys. We want those Primogems, we want all the locations. So that's the third location. And after that, it's in Lingering Pass. This location point, this particular translation is Lingering Pass, and what you want to do is you want to come to the south of Lingering Path. And you can see on the stream, there's another hilichurl watching over the cliffs, just chilling. And the Venti and us, we're going to come and we're going to find him. We're going to kill him multiple times for the Primogems. On the fifth location, it's in the Storm Terror layer. So this is the Storm Terror layer, and this is the location pretty much. Let's have a look at the close-up. So it's within the layer, so you don't have to fly all the way out. It's actually on the bridge. You can see over here in the live stream, it's actually Donna fighting this little hilichurl, and it should be located around this bridge. So coming over here, you can see that he didn't get out of the layer. So he didn't fly out, it was still within the layer of the borders. Next up, we have the number 6 location. So this one is in the Chuja slopes, and it's right next to the lake. The important thing to notice is that there isn't any warp point around, so you have to come from tail here. So it does take a little traveling, but if there's a hilichurl, we'll come for him. In a live stream, it's actually Xinyan fighting the hilichurl, and you can see the hilichurl actually have a briefcase. It fights with a briefcase, which is very interesting. And next up, the 7th location is around the north of Liren Harbor. I had a look in game and I couldn't find any particular location that's like name that's remarkable. So it's just north of Liren Harbor. You can come to this point, which you can fly down. And you can see in the image here, we had Xiao just slashing away on this hilichurl. And it's right next to this little Xiao. And I don't think you unlock this one. So make sure you use reference. If you want to take it out, you can see the little Xiao over here. And those are the 7 locations. And also, before you go, I really want to say a big thank you to Tao's Dads here for sharing this. And he made a really short, concise video of 1 minute and 28 just to show you everywhere. It was a little quicker, so I thought instead of going through the video, because he was speaking in Chinese, you can hear him over here. It's quite quickly, so I thought in order for us to pinpoint the location, I'll translate into English and also I'll show you guys the image on the side. Now, if you haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so. Make sure you also turn the bell on for the latest news as I find more of them for us. You can see that we're really dedicated for Genshin Impact. We'll have builds, guides, tips, news, and events updates for everything that's Genshin Impact related. Next up, we'll have a short post by Get a Dog Little Lunch over here, so credits to him for sharing this and really thankful for actually displaying this. So he showed the base stats of a 5-star character versus 4-star characters. I do believe those are average 5-star character stats without any equipment on. And what you can see is the 5-star characters looking at over 10,000 HP and also attack is about 250. Defense is about 667. For the 4-star characters, you can see a clear below average compared to the 5 stars. So he also showed the ratio of the difference. We're 8% different, we're 33% difference in attack. We're also about 10% different in defense. What does this mean and what does this translate is if you come into our game over here, so you can see I was actually scouting for the map for the Wei Locations. If you come to our map, if you come to the character stats over here, you can see we have items that gives us attack percentage. We also have items that, give us HP percentage, give us defense percentage. Those are the items that actually multiplies on the base stats. A character has base stats. Also, the second method to get base stats is actually from weapons. So the higher base stats you got from weapons, the higher base stats your character gets with leveling up or just naturally, they will have higher damage multiplier. And sometimes you can multiply, 100 or 200% more damage. My base attack for my little girl, let me see if I can see all you guys the base attack. Yeah, I can see the base attack for my Kachin is 734, and this is added by another 798. So this is the base attack, this is the added attack. And coming back here is this basically shows you that why not only just the skill comparison and also the stats comparison, the 5-star can be a little stronger. It's purposely designed this way, so people pay money for it, or people actually want the 5 stars. People do treasure them. But don't get too worried. If you come to this particular video over here, we talk about the constellation comparison between 4-star characters and 5-star characters. And basically the constellation, if you get more duplicates of the same 4 stars, you can have their abilities passive enhanced and you can get better than the 5 stars in some regards, and you can have better attack or better supporting potential. So definitely check out that video if you're worried your 4 stars are not good enough compared to the 5 stars. And I do think there is always a place for 4 stars and also 5 stars. Next up, we can see a lot of weapons actually have the stats or bonus stats for attack speed. You can see the compound bow and the prototype person. So for the range characters, there's quite a few attack speed, and there's a lot of other weapons that also give attack speed. We're using an example for the bow over here. You can see that even with the initial stack, we're looking at 6%, or we're looking at close to 6% with 1 duplicate of the compound bow. Why we're looking at the bow is we can see on this particular post over here. So credits to Master 156111. So thank you to him for sharing this. So what you're going to see is he or she is actually juggling hilichurls. You can see the attack marks on him, or on Fizzle here, and let's watch this again. So basically, as she attacks even faster with the stacks of the bow, and she is juggling hilichurls. Notice the hilichurl is not falling because the attack speed is so fast, and this is actually pretty amazing. So I had a thinking about the attack speed and why it's such a good stats, because the more you attack, the more chances of you triggering the multiples of your attack. What I mean by that is, if you look into a character's attack, notice that they have 1 hit up to 5 hit, and you can see the 5th hit is actually higher in damage. Higher attack speed also means that you are getting to your 5th hit faster, and on average, you're doing more damage. Well, that's what attack speed means, right? Similarly, if you look into the look, if you have higher attack speed, the 1 hit up to 4 hit, notice the last hit is higher. So you get into your last hit quicker and you're able to do more damage. And also, you can come back and juggle hilichurls with Vessel as well, which is very interesting. Now, I'm sure a lot of you will be interested on how to get and create your own free-to-play Xiao. And keep in mind, guys, this is more like a fun part, but Xiao is coming likely around February with the banner, and he's a very powerful character. What we're going to see here is, this is a nice little clip shown by us by Witten Lemon, and thanks for him for making this. It's actually a really fun one, only 12 seconds. He says, "Me, Mom, can we have Xiao?" And let's have a look what Xiao does. So what Xiao does is, he can leap to the air and he can smash multiple times. So he's really maneuverable, and he always flies. When he smashes down, he does additional damage. So this is what Xiao does. He leap into the air, he can smash down. And this is our free-to-play create your own Xiao. So you get someone with updrift Venti, or if you get one of those updrift things, and you get Xiaoling, and you can do the same with the lens, except you don't get an animal buff. So it's a really fun one. So this is how we create our own Xiao at home. So Mom, no, we can have Xiao at home. I loved it. I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And yeah, so if you like this, guys, if you like all the posts on Reddit, give it a check. So sometimes I look for guides, sometimes I look for fun things like that. I was like, hey, I can create my Xiao at home because Xiaoling is free. If you don't have Venti, you just go out in the wild and find one of those updrift things. You can create your own Xiao right now before the patch, 1.2 or 1.3. Now, finally, what do you guys think Klee do on her spare time? So this is a post by Corona Modres. Thank you for him for making this one. And let's have a look what Klee does on her spare time. She's practicing her basketball shots. Look at that. Just like the young Kobe. Look at those far shots. And that Hydro Mage doesn't know what's hitting him. Well, he does, but he doesn't know where. Look at this. She's practicing another spot. It's like, no scope. Look how she go. It's so cool, right? Let's watch this again. I was like really enjoying, because I do have Klee myself, and I always felt her attack range is so short. But this actually showed me, I was like, oh my gosh, Klee is actually practicing basketball in her spare time. And she's landing those. And she's jumping. She's so cute, right? So there you go, the young Kobe. To summarize today's news info, so what we had to look at the 7 different locations where to find the farmable Primogem dropping mob, which will be coming in patch 1.1. And after that, we had a look at the base stats comparison of the 5 stars. We had a look at the attack speed and how we can juggle a hilichurl with the archer. And finally, we had a look at some fun parts of how to create your own Xiao and how Klee is doing with her basketball practice. She's going for gold, guys. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips, and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.